We are only 9 days away from the most important match in arm wrestling history, and here's how the pro arm wrestlers predicted this Devon vs Levan match. Matt Mask knows the ins and outs of Devon's arm wrestling style more than anyone else in this world. So his opinion and his prediction about Devon will always be valued accordingly. The only way Levan is gonna be able to win is if he can straight out smash Devon 4 times in a row. But Devon won't just lay down. Devon is the master of manipulation. Matt is a fan and a friend of Devon, but most of the times his analysis about Devon has been correct. Uncle Todd believes that there's not a whole lot of strength difference between the heavyweights and the super heavyweights, which means there's even less difference between Devon and Levan because Devon is also a super heavyweight, a lighter one but still over 120 kilos. I think Devon wins. Levan is injured and he's coming back from an injury, and Devon's a tough mountain to climb. I think Devon learned something from his match with Levan. I think Devon learned a lot from Levan's match with Ermes. I'm pretty confident Devon wins that. Out of Genadi Kvikvinia, Ermes Gasparini and Denis Cyplenkov matches, Todd has only predicted one match correctly in which Devon was involved. Let's see how this one goes. Evgeny Prudnik is the only arm wrestler in last 4 years to force Devon into an illegal King's move, and he has practice pulled with Levan as well. It's the first match for Levan after the injury, and Larratt has improved a lot in his technique since their last match. Devon somehow not gets tired when he does his outside move. Devon has more chance. By more, I don't mean more than Levan, but more than the previous time. Levan is a 60% favorite to win. So despite believing that Devon is his strongest and he has more chances to win, still Prudnik has Levan as the favorite, which shows that he basically did not give any chances to Devon the last time these two met.
Levan Saginashvili!
Wow! Engin Terzi usually refrains himself from giving any predictions on core sports matches, but he has been pretty open about his thoughts regarding this match of the century. I don't think Levan is at his best shape. Compared to his best ever, I think he's 90% or 95%, while Devon is much stronger than before. 53% for Levan Saginashvili. So once again, similar to Prudnik, Engin also has Levan as the favorite despite believing that the gap has actually closed since the last match. And Engin is the only person outside of the Georgian training camp who truly knows Levan's current level and whether he has recovered his wrist injury or not. Engin believes that the strength gap between Devon and Levan in 2022 was so much, but right now it is almost non-existent if we talk about the specific strengths that are going to matter in this match. It may come down to Levan's cardio, with which Engin is not so much impressed as of now.
Wow!
Denis Cyplenkov has felt the strongest version of Devon, and he's not even hiding the fact that he's rooting for Devon in this match, because if Levan loses, then there is a possibility that we can see a Denis versus Levan match in the future. And this was always Cyplenkov's plan. John, then Devon, and finally Levan Saginashvili. It's either now or never for Devon. Levan will demolish in the first 2 rounds, then Larratt may get the stop and torture him. Let's hope the score is not dry. When Denis faced Devon, Levan was not impressed with the strength and conditioning of Denis Cyplenkov, and he predicted him to lose. Looks like Denis is returning the favor just a little bit to the Georgian Hulk. Monster Michael Todd wanted to face Levan in 2021, but that idea was quickly shut down by Devon, and Michael became the first person to witness this new peak of Devon at King of the Table 1. Levan needs to go there and be levels stronger. He needs to run over Devon. If the match stops, we will witness something that is insane. I still believe Levan is 65% favorite, and I think it's gonna be 4-0 for Levan. Michael Todd knows the ins and outs of a king's move, and if he doesn't think that Devon's king's move will be able to stop Levan, then that sounds like a good news for Levan Saginashvili.
Levan Saginashvili.
Wow! Artyom Morozov will be arm wrestling both Devon and Levan in the next couple of years, so he must have some special interest in witnessing how this match plays out. I am cheering for Devon Larratt to do this miracle and win this match. I think Devon deserves this. He is climbing all the way up. He is training hard and putting a lot into it. I say Larratt wins 63%. This sounds more like a wish and less like a prediction, but Morozov did clarify that he used the word miracle only because of Levan's general perception and his undefeated streak. Genadi Kvikvinia may be the only arm wrestler in the world who has wins over both Devon and Levan. Levan's hand is too big. It's hard to top roll and grip with him. Devon has lot of endurance. If he can stop Levan, then it's a tough match. Devon will win. It's better for Levan if he can dominate Devon. My prediction is Levan wins 60%. Genadi thinks that if Devon has improved 10% since the last time they faced each other, then Devon wins this match. And Devon has confirmed that he has actually improved more than 10%, but not since the Genadi match, since the Levan Saginashvili 2022 match.
Wow!
Irrespective of the outcome of this match, at some point in the future, Vitaly will have super matches against both Devon and Levan, and he can be a threat to both. Levan would be stronger, but on the other hand, I would not be surprised if Devon wins. Devon proved his abilities, his strength, and now has much more respect, and people now know that he's really strong. When Devon stops, he manages to talk to everyone, to referees, to his opponents, and win. I'm really concerned about Levan's injury that can contribute to his loss. I will bet on Devon winning. Vitaly Laletin usually doesn't like arm wrestling sport too much, and he doesn't pay attention to anyone else except himself. But these are the two most popular guys that no one can ignore. John Brzenk. Before the 2022 Devon vs Levan match, John was very confident in Devon's shape, and considering the circumstances now, one can only assume that John will be heavily favoring Devon to win this super match. But that's not necessarily the case. I was worried about Levan's condition after the injury, but he's looking bigger than ever and he's lifting more weight than ever. Can Devon's back pressure and pronation be stronger than Levan's cupping? If it is, Devon will win. If not, Levan is gonna turn Devon's hand upright. Levan has to be the favorite 55%, but I am going to root for Devon. John may not be the most knowledgeable guy when it comes to focusing on the current affairs of arm wrestling, but his analysis of styles and matches can be better than anyone else. The good thing about arm wrestling matches is that even the greatest of all times can get the predictions wrong.
Wow!
Alex Kurdecha was named by Devon as one of the highest potential threats for Levan in the future. And Alex said that he would do anything to prove Devon's words right. So Kurdecha has his eyes set on this super match. The match will be much more closer than the first one. The first edition of this match was dominantly won by Levan. Now we saw how Devon climbed. He's getting better and better. He's on another level right now. He's absolutely another kind of beast now. He knows what he needed to improve to stop Levan. So basically, Alex's opinion is that if Levan is hiding his true strength in the videos that we are seeing, then he's going to beat Devon. If not, if we are seeing the actual truth in those videos, then Levan will lose to Devon. Ermes Gasparini has recently arm wrestled and lost to both Devon and Levan. Ermes wouldn't mind who wins this match because he knows that in order to become the #1 guy in the world, he needs to overcome both of these mountains of obstacles. If Devon can take little bit his wrist in the setup, he can hold him in some point of the match. His possibility is going up a lot. But it's very difficult because Levan has very big hand. But if their wrist is in the same position and it's only to compare arm power, Levan will win 6-0. Ermes has the most valuable and trustworthy data when it comes to predicting this match. So his opinion and confidence in Levan must be bothering Devon too. Maybe just a little bit.
Levan Saginashvili. Wow.
Devon is 49 years old and he will most likely reach his final peak shape before he turns 50. If he's not able to beat Levan now, when Levan is in his most vulnerable shape, then he would never be able to beat him. And this will be the final time we see these two arm wrestle. The Titan will fall. He's freaking out right now. It's not just me who can beat you, Levan. Your time is nearing its end. Your fall will be far. You will have to humble yourself. Devon believes that he was truly the undisputed #1 guy in the world from 2008 to about 2012 or 13. But there are some people who refuse to have faith in that claim. A victory against Levan will leave zero doubters as to who the best arm wrestler right now actually is. Before their last match, Levan Saginashvili promised to break Devon, and he did exactly that. Despite many doubts about his recovery and current shape, Levan's confidence is unbreakable. Devon tried to show some weaknesses in Levan's wrist and show him as someone who likes to complain and make excuses, but that is only going to make Levan more angry. I think the fans are thinking more about my wrist than I am because I am feeling really good about it. I have been training it well and I am fully prepared. Devon, you say I might not win even one round. On April 20, you will wake up to the reality and find out that you have lost 6-0 once again. Levan Saginashvili's aura and his dominance was somewhat tarnished after losing a couple of rounds to Ermes. His wrist injury after that didn't do him any good either. Both of these factors have put Levan in the underdog category in this match, and probably for the first time in his career. If Levan loses to Devon, then he will still be considered as one of the strongest arm wrestlers, but unfortunately not as the strongest and the best arm wrestler of all times. And Levan would like to keep it that way. He would like to be remembered as the strongest and as the best. The match is only 9 days away. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Mention your thoughts in the comment section, purchase the pay-per-view, like the video and subscribe.